Hello, welcome to Sunshine Autos Season 3 Race Free. Race Weekend Free. It's kind of Race 6. But yeah, anyway, welcome to Homestead Miami Speedway Road Course Layout A. Tonight, we've got our usual dual race evening. 20 minutes of qualifying coming up in 10 minutes time. And then race 1, which is 20 minutes long. And then the somewhat reversed ordered race 2, which will be later on. I'm not sure how many people are gonna... How many races we got tonight? We got 18 people currently in the race, it seems. Apparently this track isn't super popular. And obviously, with stuff happening, there's a lot of people busy and distracted with other things right now. So, not sure how many people are getting in, but 18 cars is pretty good. That was more than I was expecting, being told this wasn't a super popular track. So that's good. We're going to have a decent race. We got all of the usual showers, the usual top people in here. So yeah, I don't have too much to say. I haven't driven this track or anything. It is an oval track, but we're obviously doing the road layout, because that would be weird if we were doing ovals. I wonder if they do an oval at some point. But anyway, let's pass it over to the track video. So this is our track video done by Rydog and Checkers. Here we go. Also, that YouTube thing isn't me. That was Rydog.
Alright everyone, welcome back to Sunshine Autos Week 3. This is Homestead Miami Speedway, an actual oval. They do the NASCAR playoff here. This is Road Course A. There is no NASCAR turns 3 and 4, which is Road Course B. This track's actually super popular on Forza. So, yeah, as you can see the middle there's a lot of straightaways. You'll see a lot of top speed, straight line speed happening here. This will be pretty drafty. Turn 1 is kind of like Phoenix, where you send it in pretty deep off the oval. You'll see a lot of maneuvers coming out of this. This is 14 turns, so pretty hype. There's a turn that comes off of the oval on the back stretch that's like flat out. It's pretty cool. Not a lot of people are probably going to show up for this. It's a not many people are going to buy an oval track. Let's just say that. This will be for the hardcore sim racers. This is a hardcore race for hardcore simmers. So buckle up and enjoy the lap preview from Checkers or Wreckers. Ian Lane, also known as. Sign up for iRacing PR Grip TV 2020. Lots of real-life drivers and stuff are racing. They're not using that code and saving money.
Hello and welcome to the Sunshine Autos League lap guide here for Homestead Road Course A. I am your tour guide Riley Downey, and here we go with a lap around Homestead. And we're making our way down the beautiful front straightaway to Homestead here. And into turn number 1, as you can see, we're going to be holding it nice and wide open with the pavement change. You get on the brakes, you hit this curve, and track out here, and we're going to go into the tight infield section here, down the third gear. Ooh, really sliding that car. You want to keep it to the left here, but me, Riley Downey, not the best job here. Using all the curves here as we go down Miami Vice infield straightaway here. Oh, I don't know what happened there earlier with the skid marks. I don't think those are typically there. Here you brake at the, hope your graphic settings are high enough to see the 200 board. You hit this apex, you just ride this one. Now we're going down Miami Vice infield back straightaway. Now here the real tricky part is there's no brake markers at all, so you just kind of figure it out right before the pole, the brake pole as they call it. Maybe the stripper pole as they would call it. And you use all the curb here on the exit. Now we're going on to the actual back straightaway, the NASCAR back straightaway. But we're not going around the oval once again. As you've noticed, we've bypassed the oval so far. And we go into turn 6 or 7, maybe 15. And you brake where the grass texture changes. Oh, you're supposed to hit that apex there, Riley. Oops, I missed that one just a little bit. Oh, we're supposed to hit this apex. Oh, well, you know. And back onto the front straightaway. And that was a lap at a beautiful Homestead Miami Speedway Road Course A.
Alright, there you go. Yeah, a bit of a meme video this week since I don't think anybody had time to make a proper racetrack guide. But that's fine. We're all super busy. It's going to be a bit of a meme fest, so yeah, we'll see. I don't think it was actually Riley driving. I'm pretty sure it was Checkers driving, but whatever. Anyway, let's have a quick look at the... Where's the button that I want? That one? That's not what I want. Let's have a look at the top times. Currently happening? No, that's not the one. That one? That's the button. There it is. So yeah, no, that's not the one I want. Damn it. Which one's the one I want? Sorry. This is going great. That's the button I want. Alright, so far in practice, we've got 4 minutes of practice left, and, you know, practice times aren't too important, but we'll have a look. We got, Didier Tybolt. I'm going to use the surnames to make this a little easier for me. Tybolt with a 129.6. Oh no, of course, as soon as I start reading it, it updates. Alright, we got Lane with a 129.5. Let's actually have a look at Lane, see if they're still driving around. There you go, we can watch them. We'll sit on board with them while I'm reading it, which is that button. Yeah, we got Lane with a 129.5. Then the Tybolt with a 129.6. So a little bit improvement, like 0.1 second. And we got Warner, 29.7. Gibralt, 29.79, slightly higher. And we got Downey, Nicolo, Poplet, White, Venhoff, Silver. And then further down the order, we've got Sazabelski. I think I did that pretty good, actually. Luca. I always forget. How do they tell me how to say it every time and I forget? I'm going to say Luca. Moore, Cortus, Henriquez, Manning, Toe, and Pinoge. And everyone else is just actually spectating because the spectator function didn't work today. There you go. Alright, let's see what Rydog's up to. Downey. There you go. I got it right. Yes. Perfect. Alright, so we got 2 minutes until the qualifying session happens. It is an open qualifying session format, so there can be a lot of slipstreaming, a lot of mind games and stuff happening. People trying to not, you know, give everyone else a slipstream, but they want one themselves and stuff. So we'll see what happens. This does seem like a pretty slipstreamy circuit. There's a lot of straights. It's like a lot of straights, and then a corner, and then a straight, and then a corner, right? That's a really terrible description of a racetrack, but what I'm trying to say is there's not a lot of S's or anything like that. It's a lot of straight lines and ovals. And the occasional corner. Is that a British car? The hell? He's got a British flag on top of that car. United Kingdom flag, I should say. Alright, 1 minute 30 till the qualifying session happens. So yeah, the qualifying will be 20 minutes. And then the first race will be 20 minutes, and then we have like a 5-minute break, and then the second race is 20 minutes as well. I could have had a look at the standings, that would have been smart. Let's quickly do that while this is happening, actually. I could probably find it. Let's see. So, we do have a decent standing list right now, since there's been a few races. This is going to be an absolute pain in the ass to find, though. Wait, scrolling. Ah, yes. Scrolling. Wait. That looks like a list. That's a Google Drive link. Damn it, that's a replay. That's not what I wanted. Ah, there it is. I was even pinged it. Alright. So right now, at the top of the leaderboards, with 49 points, we have Gibrat, and then there's Tommy Toe with 48, Bob Poplet with 45, then Henderson Knox at 43, and Matthew Warner with 41. And then it's Steph, Venhoof, Henry Pitterkin, Ardis, Valentajuskus, Miguel De Silva, and Ben Luca, and then a bunch of other people. Yeah, so there are 30 people who have partaken in the first 2 race weekends. But yeah, we only have 19 drivers here at the moment. It might increase a little bit as the qualifying starts, but we'll see. Whoa, and I turned my head and there's a big crash. Alright, qualifying, here we go. Let's see, who wants to get out there first? Anybody? Oh, we got some loaders. Alright, Riley, Downey's going fast. Poplet's going. Poplet's out first. We'll keep an eye on him for a bit. So Poplet decided to be the first one out there, try to lose people out of the pits. But it may just backfire, and he may just be giving everybody a slipstream. So yeah, to reiterate, the slipstream in iRacing is like a real simulated effect. So the first car will push all of the air out of the way, and then all the cars behind them will have like a little boost in straight line speed, because there's not as much air in front of them, or lower pressure air or whatever. With downforcey cars, this will hurt them in the corners because they'll have less downforce, like less air to push the wings down, and it can be all like windy and stuff, dirty air. But with these big touring cars, you know, they got wings and such, but they're not so aerodynamically dependent, so for the most part they don't care about the air condition in front of them. So it mostly just benefits people to be behind. But yeah, you definitely don't want to be the first one out here. Bob's trying to lose everybody, but I don't know if he's going to be able to pull away from everyone. Oh, I say that, he is building quite a few big gap. I can't even see Downey on the screen anymore. Alright, well, let's follow Poplet round, see what kind of times we get at the start here. If he is giving Downey a slipstream, it certainly doesn't matter because he's running away with it. A 1:35 is the first lap out. First time. Let's do... Why is that not working? Uh-oh. Why is that not working? That's scary. Why is that not working? I kind of need that to work. Right. Let's restart that. Hang on, we'll lose the UI a second here. For some reason the UI isn't allowing me to filter the way I want. Come on now, why does this all have to break? Timing screens. Okay. Yeah, it's all outlaps and such. I was more looking to see if he was going to lose Downey behind, but... Okay, I hope that works. We'll see. Redo everything. Okay, cool. Right, hopefully that works. That was my PC, the Windows noise. Sorry, I had to restart the program. Why does it say 1 to green? Okay, sure, whatever. The thing's very confused. Ignore the 1 to green. Okay, good, it's working now. The bit that I needed to work is working. Alright, so everybody's setting their first times. Let's actually have a look at this view here. So Downey is currently in first place with a 1:30.0, 1:30 flat. But we know the times can go lower than that from practice, depending on like weather conditions and such. I'm not sure how the weather conditions are being handled. But we'll see if anyone starts getting some crazy slipstreams. It looked like Bob was getting a slipstream here. Yeah, it looks like... Well, I mean, I don't know if it's a slipstream or more of a hold-up by Gale. Yeah, he jumps off of the circuit to give him space. Or Gale. Alright. So Bob is still leading the pack here. No one in front of him. All clean air. Maybe he prefers that. Maybe he doesn't care too much for the slipstream here. But from what I understand, the slipstream should be pretty good on this circuit. But I haven't driven these cars very much, and I certainly haven't driven this circuit ever, so I could be completely wrong with that assumption. I need a ex-racer on the commentary with me, so I'm not just guessing. I'm just the hype man or whatever. Oh, let's see if I can get the ticker back, shall we? Ah, yeah, there we go. Yeah, so Gibrat is in the lead right now. He did a 130.05. So everyone's on the 130s right now. I haven't got anyone into the 129s yet. But they're all warming their tyres. They're all getting in the swing of things. They still have 15 minutes of quali left. We'll see what times get set. Let's actually go on board with Gibrat for a bit and see what's happening. So he doesn't have any sort of slipstream in front of him. I don't think he's close enough to get one from the car in front. Ooh, he's messed. Is that a bad line? That doesn't quite look. Yeah, no, that's not right. That's a bail on that corner there. As Jeffrey White is actually the first one to make it into the 129s with a 129.8. Jeffrey White. Is that a name I recognize? Jeffrey White is currently 12th in the championship with 25 points. They were in both weekends that have happened. They have race fuel, yes. Oh, do you mean for qualifying? I'm not sure what the fueling situation is. I believe it's open setup and everything, so everyone has their own fuel levels and whatnot. But fuel won't matter in a 20-minute race. They can all make it to the end easily. There's no fuel limit or anything like that. Oh, we got a new top time. Ian Lane with a 129.4. That's quite an improvement. That's 0.4 of a second improvement over Jeffrey White. Does seem like they are getting a bit of slipstream help from the yellow car in front of them. Not sure who the yellow car is. I need to research my spotter's guide a bit better. But yeah, Ian Lane. Ian Lane, I believe, did pretty well previously. I think they got taken out last race, right? So Ian Lane didn't score any points the first weekend. That may have been because they weren't there. But then they got 10 points on race 2 last weekend. So they're definitely a challenger for the race wins here. And yeah, with a time like that, it's doing pretty well. Oh, the yellow car, they've swapped positions, and the yellow car's losing it. Is that Manning, the yellow car? Alright, thank you. Manning is currently doing... Where the hell is Manning in my thing? Oh, here, they haven't set a time yet. Well, they've set a 132, but it was not counted, either because of outlap or because of off tracks and such. Yeah, if you go off track at any point, you'll get a penalty point, and then your lap time won't count. So you have to keep it clean. Can't just cut all the corners and stuff. It's pretty strict here. Meanwhile, Lane doing a 129.1 now, as Gibrat does a 129.4. So lap times being traded back and forth. The gap is closing, but all the lap times are still coming down. Don't know whether that's because of track evolution or people just going faster or warmer tyres or what. There's a lot of qualifying action happening here. It's pretty good to see what's happening with Gibrat. Gibrat has Gibrat. I keep saying Jib. Gibrat is behind Manning as well. Oh yeah, he's just they're going off on this lap. They're just warming their tyres, a little side to side, get some heat in. But they do have a slipstream should they choose to use it. As Gale has some issues in the background. What else have we got happening? Don't see too many battles for position. 8th place. There is currently less than 100th of a second between 8th, 9th, and 10th. And 11th. There's a lot of competition in the midfield. People shooting for that 8th place. Around the 129.8 range. A lot of people are 129.8. As Matthew Warner sets a slightly lower 129.4 than Gibrat. We got any shenanigans happening around here? Here's Tommy Toe. Now we know Tommy is capable of winning a race potentially. Oh, they pull over, okay. They've given up on their laps. On that lap or whatever. Maybe they're changing some setup. But I can't see anyone who I know could go faster. I mean, there's Steph. Steph down currently in 17th place. Steph has won a race previously. Yes, it was the very first race of the season that Steph won, so they potentially have the pace here. So let's see if they can improve on their time. Let's go to the gyro cam for a bit. Now they've got Pinot in front of them. Oh, they pull into the pits or... No, what? Oh, let's see, they're letting people past. Very tactical. They really want the slipstream here. Don't want to be in front of anybody. Is anybody actually behind them? No, a little ways back, but we're mostly good here. Alright, let's sit on for a lap around, shall we? So we got to the second corner around here. Into the road section of the oval. Into the midfield. Where all the caravans and stuff would be, I think. In a NASCAR race. Yeah, it looks like the car in front is gonna make an overtake attempt on Pinot. Potentially. Yeah, there they go. Lets them by. Oh no, they go wide. Oh, this isn't good for Steph Venhoff. Okay, that's alright. They keep it clean. They keep it out of it. I don't think they were too disrupted. They might still have a slipstream from Pinot, who's far enough down the road. Maybe a little too far. Oh, a little trouble there around the corner. Not for Venhoff though. Gets it clean. Just to hope they can get any sort of speed from the car in front. Any sort of slipstream. 8.5 minutes left in qualifying. Currently Lane is still in the lead. Matthew Warner in second. Gibrat third. Not too much action at the top of the leaderboard. Oh, a little slidey here. Or they may be being blocked. They keep it going for now. I don't think they were too disrupted. Oh, Pinot just goes really high. Oh, they may get blocked. Oh, no. Oh, that ruined their time. I think it did. No, it didn't. They, well, they improved slightly. I won 29.7. They're going to have to give up one of these laps to try to build some distance from the car in front, I think. Let's go see what Downey's up to. Oh, Downey's in a bit of a train of cars here, in the middle of a few. Might be getting this now. This is some good slipstream here, right? All right, let's follow them around this first lap, shall we? Or the first lap, the start of this lap. Oh, they're getting really close to the car in front. Oh, that's a bit of a the Downey classic. Just shove them in the rear in the braking zone. Yes. How classic. Alright, very good. And pull over and immediately reset. Probably took too much damage. Still 7 minutes left. You can get some lap times in. Let's have a look at what Tommy Toe's up to. Still warming their tyres. Must be the out lap. Yeah, 3-minute laps. So definitely their out lap. So want to get as much heat into the tyres as possible. And get a good few laps in. Try to set a better time. Currently in 14th. They could definitely set a better time than that. Meanwhile, Lane, sitting in the pits, doesn't think they can do any better than a 129.1. And it may be good enough for pole. Nobody's come anywhere near it. Still, second and third on 129.4s. And fourth, in fact. Fifth is a 29.5. Sixth is a 129.6. So, Lane seems to have got pretty dominant qualifying here. Now, I've just noticed the problem with me taking notes is that I can't talk while I'm doing it. Ah, yes, I need more than one commentator, really. What happened to the car in front of Toe? I was looking at my notebook. Oh well. Alright, let's see what Toe can do here. Nice warm tyres, no slipstreams. Cars behind, maybe hassling them a little bit. Just got to keep them out of your mind. Just try to get some good times in. Looks clean so far. Goes to the outside. Nice. So, one turn in. Sweeps to the outside again. Quickly onto the inside around the corner. Isn't being caught from the cars behind, which is good. Definitely don't want that to happen. But they will build up quite a lot. Yeah, look how much they build up after the straights. Very late braking from the car behind. But didn't help too much around the corner. Kept a little bit more speed though. As Tommy comes up to the oval section, the small oval section, and then back down into a little road section. 2/3 the way through the lap. A little bit of a road section before we rejoin the oval for the last time. And here we go, straight to the line. What kind of time can they get? Better than a 1:30? It's a... No, not an improvement. 1:30.8. As Gibrat sets... Oh, behind him. Oh, it's Gibrat behind. Takes advantage of the slipstream. Sets a 1:29.140. That's 0.009 faster than Lane. Puts them into first place. Four minutes left of qualifying. So yeah, here we go. This is the kind of situation you want to be in. Bit of slipstreaming. Gibrat may have led off this lap, built a bit of a gap to the cars in front. At least it looks like he's losing them. Let's go back to Tommy, who's at the front of this pack. Doesn't think that they want to try to... Doesn't seem to want to try to get behind the car behind him. He's happy leading the pack, not getting a slipstream. Thinks they can do better than a 1:30 flat. As Lane seems to rejoin the track. No, perhaps not. Not much time left. Probably can't do much better than their lap time. Tommy seems to take a very different line on the exit there. The car behind. Still doesn't improve. 1:30.2. Only 2 more lap times. 2 more laps, realistically. Possible, maybe. Might even... Probably won't even make the second one, actually. We got anyone battling for the top times here? Tie bolts? No, it's a 1:30.2 their last lap. Is anyone else about to set a lap time? Let's see what Poplet does. Can he improve on 7th? 29.7 to beat. Ooh, just misses out on improving. I don't think it would have been gave another position even if it wasn't. No, it's fine. Alright, let's have a look back to Toe. See if Toe can improve. 16th place would be a pretty bad start for Toe, who is currently 2nd in the championship behind Gibrat in first, sorry. So if Toe wants to defend their position in the championship, they really need to try to set a better qualifying time here. Unless they feel comfortable starting from the back. Maybe trying to sacrifice the race 1 and just get a good result in race 2 might be their only hope from here. Here comes Toe. Up to the line. Can they improve on a 1:30 flat? No, a 1:30.3. They will be starting from 16th place. Don't believe there's enough time to finish that lap. Looks like they're going to try anyway. Anyone else about to set a time here? Let's see what Henderson Knox can do from 11th. 1:29.8 to improve on. Up to the line. No, 1:30 flat. So, let's have a look at our classification then. I think that's probably all the positions we're going to see. Let's have a look at our grid. It's Gibrat, first place. First in the championship, first place for the race. Lane set a really good lap early, couldn't beat it, and then Gibrat just barely knocks them down to the second. Warner in third, Tybolt 4th, Poplet 5th, Silver 6th, Nicolau 7th, Downey 8th, Venhoff 9th, White 10th. And then there are our back markers. Knox, Henriquez, Moore, Silbersky, Luca, Toe. Courtier, Stevenson, Manning, and Townsend. And then Pinoj last, and then there's me, Joshua Edwards the third, but I'm not actually in the race, I'm just spectating it. You can get it, Josh, you could read. Yeah, I could read. Alright, 10 seconds to the race. Let's see what will happen here. There were no last minute changes from what I can see. Alright. Here we are then. Is anyone gonna connect? Come on, do me a favor. Venhoff is pronounced like Venhoff. Yeah. I'm just saying it wrong. Alright, let's see. What kind of camera angle do I want at the start here? Probably TV2, yeah. TV3? Oh, maybe TV3. Let's go with this camera angle for the start, shall we? I want to get like a good starting angle where I can see everybody for the thing. Alright, let's get the gaps ticker. And then... yeah, that'll do. Alright. Right, gridding. Still missing a couple gridders. Oh, me not gridding might hold everything up since I'm technically in 22nd place. That's unfortunate. Well, we'll see what happens. Let's have a look slightly further. Yeah, maybe... let's look there. I want to be able to get the front runners at least. Alright. Still waiting on Gibrat in first and Poplar in fifth to connect. Or to grid, rather. Oh, there's Poplar. It's probably the one we want to watch at the start. Fifth place, probably a good one to look at. We're just waiting on the race leader, Gibrat, to connect. I hope they make it in time. I don't have a timer or anything, so I don't know when they need to connect by, but it must be fairly soon. We've been here a hot minute. Ah, yeah, there they are. They've connected. Okay, excellent. Okay, I need to look one more forwards. Okay, perfect. That's the view we want. Alright, I'll try to focus on camera work at the start here. $14 laps to go. Green, green, green. Here we go. Race 1. Weekend free. Poplar gets off to a flying start. Looks down the middle. Almost makes it free wide into turn 1. Round we go. Oh yeah, there's the view. All the cars making it into turn 2. No big disasters that I could see yet. Everyone keeping it clean. Poplar up into 4th place. Makes it past Tyre Bolt. Let's do that one. There we go. Everybody's still keeping it clean at the back. I haven't seen any major incidents happen. Looks like Tyre Bolt's up into 2nd place. I believe they started in 4th, actually. As Poplar is now in 4th. Yeah, Warner lost as the big loser of the top 5. We've got 2 distinct packs forming. We've got the first 5 cars. And then further behind, we've got the loser pack with everyone else in it. So yeah, we'll see because of the whole slipstreaming effect. We'll see this happen where a bunch of packs of cars will start forming and group together as they like a cycling race. Where they try to slipstream off each other and stick together. So we've got the we'll focus on the lead 5 cars for now. Everybody keeping it single file. Not too much action happening in the front pack. So it's Gibrat leads, Tyre Bolt 2nd, Lane 3rd, Poplar 4th, Warner 5th. Our front 5 cars. Well, Warner having a little difficulty on rejoining the oval there. Not really a thing you want to be doing wrong. This 1 lap is down. Not too much happen at the front. Oh, an overtake might be happening. Lane on Tyre Bolt. Oh, squeezes them out, gets the inside of the corner, makes it through. Poplar follows them, maybe, side by side around the corner. Still side by side with Poplar. Now he makes it through. Just squeezes in front of Tyre Bolt. Tyre Bolt down into 4th place. Sticks for the pack, though. Doesn't lose out. Doesn't fall out of the arse of the pack or anything. Meanwhile, Gibrat running away with it at the start. They don't want to squabble too much or they're going to lose the leader here. Let's have a quick look a bit further back. The loser pack. We got a few... No, they're starting to break off a bit. Try to bridge the gap between the loser pack and the winner pack. Let's take it back to the front. They run the bend. A little bit of argy-bargy at the back between Warner and Firebolt. I think I saw a bit of a rear end around that corner. And we go back in off the oval, back into the little road section. Just bypass some of the oval. Poplar from 5th up into 3rd now. Lane though up into 2nd. Wow, that should have been where they started. Let's have a look. Everyone seems to be... the front pack seems to be spacing out quite a bit here. Not sure we're going to see too much here, although Firebolt does go a little wide. Warner has a look around the outside. Keeps it around the outside. No, they stay behind. Meanwhile, the rear pack is starting to catch them as they spread out here. Let's have a look at the further back pack. Yeah, everybody's starting to get their own little battles forming. So I was right, the slipstream here is pretty powerful, so everyone's starting to group up together. Oh, I think something bad's happened to Silver here. Can we have an instant replay? What happened here? No, I don't think I'm gonna... Can I see what's happened? What's happened to Silver? So Silver was running down in whatever position this is, because it's broken now. What happened? Did they just disconnect or crash or something? Oh, they've gone off the track. Okay. I feel like that's a little... Alright. I think something may have happened to them in real life that they weren't happy about. So they kind of left. Alright, let's get back into the race, shall we? Ooh, a little behind. Warner still taking a really weird line, joining the oval there. Very strange. Meanwhile, at the front of the pack, Lane making the gap up to Gibrat. So we've got a battle forming to 1st place. Let's see if Lane can... oh, yeah, so close together around that corner. Poplar forming his own group, trying to bridge the gap into the front runners. Any other disasters happened? No, that's me disconnected, right? Yeah, of course. I was like, oh, someone else crashed, but it was me. I'm not even in it. Alright, Lane. Here comes the slipstream. Down into the tight hairpinny thing. No, sticks it behind. Nothing to be done. Keeps with them, though. Keeps the speed. Onto the oval. Small oval section before the next road bit. We get any kind of slipstream here. Let's go on board. Around the little mini road section. Oh, they carry a lot more speed through there, but it doesn't quite work out. Through the little chicane onto the oval. Ah, there's a big bump onto the oval there. I didn't realise it was quite like that. No, they can't seem to make anything of that. Let's see if we can find any sort of battle happening further behind. What do we got back here? This is Jeffrey White on Luca. They're pretty close together, coming off of the oval. Don't think anything's going to happen on this corner, though. No. Everyone's keeping it pretty single file here at the moment. Just keeping it together in their packs, doing their slipstreams. Mind you, Stevenson, was that a hit I just heard there? Stevenson running into the back of White a bit. Backs off a little, whether intentionally or not, after a little shunt. Oh, really late braking into there. That was a little scary. Yeah, they lose out around the corner. Yeah, not too much happening there. Let's have a look at Warner on Firebolt. This is the battle for 4th place. With Poplar up in front, trying to bridge the gap to the front runners. Don't see too much happening here. No, they keep it together. Let's have a look. Let's have a tow watch. Let's go to the tow watch. Tow has made it up into 12th. I think, where did they qualify? Did they qualify 16th? Is that what I said? Well, they've got a good start of the race, made up into 12th. Got to get that up into the all-important 10th or higher for the good qualifying for the second race. Tow is setting faster laps than people in front. It's on a 130s, his fastest lap flat. Meanwhile, actually, Steph in front is doing a 129.5. The two cars in front of him, but they are getting some serious slipstream going. Tow keeping it quite tight behind Sabelski. Really close there. Decides to brake a little earlier. Whoa! Someone's trying to make an overtake happen. Is that Stevenson? It is. Tries to go for the late braking around the corner. Doesn't make it work, though. Alright, not much luck there. Let's have a look. Oh, wait. Sabelski. Ooh. Loses out to Tow there. Tow makes it past. Yeah, Tow moving up into the order. Wants that all-important 10th place. Meanwhile, in front, Weinhoff on Henriquez. Battling for higher than 10th. Doesn't seem to make anything happen right now. Is there anything happening? Let's have a look at the front. What's happening up here? We've got Lane still battling for first place with Gibrat. Poplet still keeping it with them behind. So not too much happening at the front here. Just a lot of close racing. But no moves being made. There are 8 laps to go here. 4 laps down. Was it 12 at the start? No, it was 14, wasn't it? Yeah, we're almost half distance here. Let's see if I can find the other overtakes happening. No, I think we'll stick with this for a minute. Weinhoff? Okay. Maybe I'll read it right, yeah. I can read these names. Let's stick with these. Let's stick with Lane and Gibrat. Ooh, a little close. Weinhoff, okay. That's how you're supposed to say it. So you can see how much of a gap the front runners are building to everyone else. There's a 4-second gap between 4th place and 3rd car of Poplet, who's just barely on camera every now and then, the blue and white car. He's keeping with them. There's a really aggressive bump onto the oval. Everybody has to take. Very interesting race layout this is. Still, not much action at the top here, just keeping it really close. And Poplet's still keeping with them this whole time. As the sun starts to set here at Miami. Headlights come on, shadows start forming. Ooh, Lane has a little look, decides better of it. Keeps single file, keeps the pressure on Gibrat. Very difficult to keep up your consistent pace with someone breathing down your gearbox like this. So it's good driving at the front. Gibrat knows all they have to do is keep in front, they can win. Defend their first place in the championship. Ooh, Lane gets a little close, different braking. They end up the same at the end of the corner. Onto the short oval section. Lane goes a little higher. Not much to be done though. Still just doesn't have the speed down the straights to catch him. Can't make anything happen in the braking zones either. Meanwhile, let's go back to Steph, who's now battling for 8th place, has moved up to 9th. So has got past 10th. Remind you that for the second race, the top 10 cars will be flipped in order for the second race. So ideally, you really want to make it up into 10th. You don't want to be 11th. Really don't want to be in Tommy Toe's position right now in 11th. But Toe has a big mountain to climb if they want to make it to 10th. There's a 4-second gap between him and 10th in front of him. So that's going to be quite a tall order with 6 laps to go here. And all these other cars breathing down his neck. I think he's just going to have to focus on defending 11th and try to see what they could do in the next race. Let's move it back up to the front. Gibrat, oh, they're side by side for the lead. Gibrat, sort of defending from lane. Yep, takes the inside line and cuts back in front. Almost missed the overtake happen there. As all this has cost both of them. Poplar is now right on them. He's caught up, made the gap. So now we have a 3-car battle for the lead. Around the oval. As I take some notes. Close. God, it's so hard to take notes and commentate at the same time. Okay. I'm trying to take notes, but yeah, it's very difficult to be solo commentator and camera and notes at the same time. I might have to just not bother with the notes too much. But anyway, Lane still has a look down the inside. Gibrat fends it off, takes the preferred line, doesn't go defensive. Yeah, Gibrat is just sticking to their... Ooh, close there. Yeah, Gibrat is just sticking to their racing lines, doesn't take a defensive line or anything. If you wanted to defend from the driver behind, you'd probably put your car right in the middle of the track. But it doesn't worry about it, just keeps doing the fastest racing line. Ooh, Lane gets that corner so different from Gibrat every time. But there's never any room for them to go, and it just costs them onto the oval. Maybe having a look down the low sides, but slots in behind. Meanwhile, Poplet falling back a bit. Gibrat and Lane picking up the pace and leaving Poplet behind a bit. Oh, Lane gets that corner much better. Goes too wide down the oval. Okay, we might have a fight into the first corner here. They're just barely alongside. Gibrat might cut them off into the first corner. No, leaves them the space. Lane takes it down the inside. Gibrat goes wide. Lane into the lead of the race. Poplet trying to make something of it as Gibrat fights to keep control. Poplar looks down the inside around the left-hander and he gets it done. Into second place. Gibrat losing out massively from first to third. God, that having to give Lane the inside there really cost them onto the oval. And they lost so much speed and lost 2 positions from that. Sticks with the pack though. Oh, a little late braking. Has been racing this whole time without slipstream. So now has to get used to the added speed down the straights. Doesn't want to rear end anybody. Alright, we got a battle for the leads. Lane takes it into first place. As I take notes. Alright. Yeah, kept the pressure on the whole time. Was patient. Stayed behind him. Oh, as Poplar looks for the lead, actually. Oh, he has a look. Doesn't make anything of it. Round the little chicane onto the oval. How's everyone's pace? Yeah, Gibrat seems to be falling back a bit here. Hasn't handled the whole slipstreaming situation too well. Dropping back. Poplar looks down the outside. Goes for the switcheroo, but Lane cuts them off. Defends the inside. Poplar again has a look around the outside. Still nothing to be had. Ghost really likes having a look down the outside. Nothing there, though. Who was that in fourth catcher? Was that Warner back? Yeah. Warner, 3 seconds down the road. Now starting to catch our leaders as they battle for position. This might turn into a 4-way fight with 3 laps to go. Ooh, Poplar goes a little on the inside there. Still nothing. Yeah, Poplar desperately trying the old switcheroo, but can't quite get it done. Here we are, big slipstream moment. Can they get anything onto braking? They brake at the same time. Sticks with him around the corner. A little bit tighter on the inside, but nothing to be had. Right, here we are. They're necking pretty even onto the oval. Poplet gains a little bit more speed. Just a mile an hour or two. No, can't make anything happen. Sits behind them. Ooh, loses a little bit here, actually. Takes a bit of a wider line through the chicane. A bit more aggressive racing line. Doesn't seem to have paid off massively, as we have 2 laps left now. So we go across the line. 2 laps to go for the lead. Can Lane hold on to it? I don't think Gibrat could do anything unless these two have a coming together or something now. Gibrat pretty much has to hope that the other two in front make a mistake. Try to regain the lead. Meanwhile, Warner in 4th place could still win if something crazy happens, but I don't think it will. No, it looks like Lane is starting to run away from Poplet a little bit here. Not the best lap so far for Poplet. Meanwhile, further down the order, Toe still in 11th. Vainhoff has made it into 6th place though. Some massive gains in this race from when they started. Some double-digit position. I don't quite remember where, but they're pretty far down. Alright, here we are. Last time by... Oh no, this isn't the start-finish line. This next little road course. And then the start-finish line. I know this track, I swear. I've driven at Miami so many times. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. Last time by. Even speeds between our front runners. Poplar has a look down the outside. Still looking. Looking for any opening. Doesn't see it. Goes for the switcheroo. Sort of gets it. Actually, they make it alongside. Oh, it's very tight. Poplar shoves his car. No. Decides to give up the position. Doesn't want to... Goes for the inside, but unfortunately it's the outside around the next corner, so has to bail. But gets a bit of a run here. No, slots in. Maybe. Keeps looking down the outside. Doesn't make it happen. Can we get a switcheroo? Sort of. Oh, just edges his nose out alongside. Enough to make them take a different line. But nothing quite. Meanwhile, Gibrat's loving all of this. Is right behind both of them now. Gibrat looks down the inside. Poplar goes to the inside, sorry. Lane takes the defensive middle line. Poplar gets it alongside. Here we are, drag race onto the first oval section for the lead of the race. Poplar, I believe, is in first now. Gibrat even having a look, sticking behind Poplar. I think Gibrat may have got second here. No, that almost. Still side by side. Poplar still has the inside. Takes it, puts it into the lead. Oh, a little bit of a wobble there. Holds it though, shoves it in front of Lane. And I think that's it. I think Poplar wins the race across the line. The long hustle on the very last lap makes it into first. Wow, what a crazy finish that was. Alright, as everybody makes it across the line. So, after 14 laps, Poplar wins. Just barely. Didn't look like he could keep up with the front two. Was in third a long way of the race, but manages to make it happen. Lane second. Gibrat, the loser in this situation, from first down into third. Just loses out on that one oval rejoin. Warner fourth. Tybolt fifth. Vainhoof sixth. That's pretty impressive. They made a lot of positions up. Moore seventh. Henriquez eighth. Knox ninth. Downey makes it into the last all-important 10th position. So these guys will be swapped around for the next race. Downey will start with Knox in second and Henriquez third, etc. So it looks like down the order. Toe, unfortunately, gets the really unfortunate 11th place. So we'll be 11th for the next race as well. So Zbelski 12th, Luca 13th, White 14th, Stevenson 15th, Corta 16th, Nicolau 17th, Townsend 18th, Manning 19th, and Peloge 20th. Alright, so that was the wrong button I just pressed. That was the first race of the evening. Now we have a short break before the second race starts. 5-minute break till the next race. I'm going to go grab a drink of water. Alright, hello again. I should be audible, I hope. Hello? If XSplit ever decides to do things. Oh yeah, I'm audible. Okay, cool. Sick. Yeah, something about this program really messes with XSplit. I don't know why. Alright, well, 1 minute 40 till the next race. A few drivers are doing laps, it looks like. Getting some last minute practice in. Wow. Yeah, the sun is really setting here. This is the second race is going to be a bit of a night race here. Sick echo. Question mark. Never mind. Okay. Phew. do 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 do. Whew. Alright, 30 seconds. Whew. Oh god, don't do that. Do not press that button. Okay. Alright, here we go. Right, second race of the evening. Let's have a look at the grid. That's not quite right. I hope this updates in time. So it's going to update in time? Yeah, there we go. Wait, sort of? That's not quite right, is it? Yeah, there we go. That's right. Okay. I want to do that one. Yeah. Okay, so here we are. Second race of the evening. We got Riley Downey, who finished in 10th, now leads the start of the second race. Henderson Knox in second. Luis Henriquez in third. Andreas Moore fourth. And Steph Venhoff makes it into fifth. With oh god, what? Explain the problem instead of stupid faces. I think my microphone is doing the crackling thing, isn't it? And nobody is saying that in chat, just doing silly faces instead. There was a loud bzzup in our ears. Okay. Well, literally fuck all I can do about that right now because the race is about to start. So here we go. I hope that stops happening. We're about to start. Here we go. Henriquez off the start. Whoa, crazy start from Henriquez here. Crazy into first place. Goes down all the way down the inside. Alright, Henriquez leads. I think. No, who is that in front? My timing screen isn't updated yet. I think that's Knox, who he's fighting with. Ooh, goes for the old switcheroo. Doesn't quite make it. Okay. Everybody starts the race, sort of clean. Now a night race. We do have a big floodlights though, so it's not quite a night race. It's Downey makes it back into second. Pushes Knox. Oh, big shunt onto the side of Downey there, but he makes it back into first place. Yeah, Downey leads. Knox second. Enriquez third. And Moore fourth. They're all getting all sorts of argy-bargy here. I can't keep track of all the overtakes. I look at the timing screen, then I look back and everybody's swapped. Oh dear. Alright. Good stuff at the start here. This is what these swapped starts do to these races. Alright, everybody keeping it clean around that corner. Everyone's good. Ooh, I do hear some banging, but I think it's from the curbs rather than anything else. Alright, Downey keeps it in first place. Ooh. Tyre bolt has a look. Henriquez, really close look. Reverse order, that's it, yeah, thanks. Whoa, bit of crashing at the back there. We'll stay with the front four for now. Well, it still says we're in fifth, which is kind of weird. Wait, oh, my thing's messed up again. Okay, that's fifth. Oh, I'm comparing behind because I'm dumb. Okay, there we go. I'm figuring it out. Okay. Things are hard, but I got it now. Alright, Henriquez, fifth. No? Fourth. Why is it messing up so bad? Okay, whatever. Let's have a look a little further back, see what's happening in the second pack. So we've got two distinct packs forming again. See if everyone probably diverged later on. Steph is in 7th place. Sorry, Vanehoff is in 7th. Is that Poplet? Poplet's up into 6th. What on earth? How has he managed that? Starting from 10th, made it up into 6th at the start. Meanwhile, Gibrat is down in 9th. Where's Lane? Oh, Lane's had a disaster at the start. Oh, they're in the pit. What happened? It was probably way earlier. We probably won't be able to find it. Let's see if we can see what happened to Lane. Okay, here we go. Let's go chase cam with Lane. Oh, they get shunted pretty bad at the start. Oh, and they get onto the dirt. Ooh, yeah. Damn. Lane almost won the last race. Now, big disaster at the start of the second. Yeah, is retiring from the race. Unfortunate. Okay. Let's get back up to the leaders. See what's happening. Ooh, bit of a fight for the second place here. between 3 different drivers. Meanwhile, Downey running away with it. He's enjoying all the battling behind. Ooh, a bit of slap to the side. These cars can take a hit. It's alright. Everyone good. Has a look. Decides against it. Slots in behind. Whoa, very late braking from the car of Henriquez behind. Yeah, goes onto the dirt for it. Barely makes it around the corner. But gets through. Poplet has a look. Down the outside of Henriquez. Takes the racing line. Gets in front of him, but Henriquez has the inside here. Still alongside around the outside. Up onto the oval. Can they make it work? From high on the oval. Big trainer cars behind. Can Poplet make it into 4th? Sorry, into 5th. ENC can. Up into 5th. Is he going to win his 2nd race here this evening? Certainly looks possible from this position. We know he has the pace. Can he just make his way through these other cars? Ooh, loses it onto the oval though. Might lose out to Henriquez. Yeah, down to 6th again. Hasn't quite gone his way, that oval. Slots in, looks down the inside. Nothing to be done though. Slots in single file again. Let's have a look, see if we can find any battles elsewhere. All the way back down here. This is the battle for 14th. Nah, not too much happening there. Yeah, everyone's getting a little slidey back there. Right, let's head back up to the top. Here's Knox for 2nd place on Moore. As a look down the inside. Just a little look. Yeah, gets a bit up on the curb. Does he get a better exit though? Coming into the hairpin. Gets the speed. Doesn't make anything of it. Slots in behind. Downey, meanwhile, still not, I wouldn't say running away with it, but has a decent lead. Lead is okay. He could win from that position. Just has to try to lose the guys behind. Doesn't want to blow all of his pace now. Does Knox have a look? No, too far back. Let's see. Meanwhile, Tommy Toe's up into 10th. Oh, what has happened here? Hold the phone. Let's have a look at this. What is this? Let's have a look at Far Chase. What's happened here? Where even was that? Let's go a bit further up. So it's here, I think. What happens? So Henriquez goes wide. Rejoin check. Bam! Yeah, that's a pretty bad rejoin from Henriquez. Unfortunate. Okay. So loses it on the dirt. Slides in. Doesn't really want to be joining there. All he has to do is go forwards and rejoin on the oval. And then a big bundle of cars all slap into Warner, I think. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look. Yeah, everyone sort of just scatters and panics around Warner, who's sat on the racing line. Unfortunate. Yeah, that's a failed rejoin check right there. Meanwhile, let's rejoin the race. Get back to TV cam. Poplet up into 5th now, but has no one in front of him. Let's get Knox is still in 3rd. Moore 2nd. Downey 1st. Venhoff into 6th. Yeah, White makes it into 7th now. Gibrat's into 8th. Toe's up into 9th because of that. It's a good improvement. I need to write down Warner and lap 10 crash. Okay, perfect. I wrote a thing down for later. Alright, what we got happening? Not too much on the battle for the 2nd place here, I think. Actually, Carl Townsend makes it past Cortius. No, doesn't quite. Sorry, it's Nicolau he's battling here. I think may have lost out to him. I think I just barely missed an overtake happen. Any other battles for position? Let's have a look at the Luca. This is for 9th place on Toe. know Tommy has pace. He's on some tracks. Doesn't seem to be working too well at Miami. But ninth is okay, pretty respectable. Let's have a look back up into third, shall we? Let's stick with the leaders for now. So it's Downey leads in first place, Moore second, Knox third, Theobald fourth, and Poplet fifth. Doesn't seem like Poplet can bridge the gap to the front runners. Poplar's last lap was a 130. They're pretty even with the front runners. Downey, however, is doing a 129.5. So he's definitely starting to build a bit of a gap here. Yeah, a bit of a gap to the front runner. Don't see too much else happening. Seems to be the mid-race lull that we get into here. But it doesn't look like our front runners are all sort of separating a bit. There's no tight packs happening here. Ooh, this Knox gets pretty late on the brakes there. For no gain. A bit weird. I'm trying to find any sort of battle that's happening at the back for us to watch. No, I don't really see too much. Everyone's keeping their gaps here. This is a strange race. Everyone has like 1 second to everyone else. This is actually the closest battle that's happening right now. Yeah, let's take some notes. Okay. What else have we got happening? There's got to be something. Moore is kind of getting a little close to Downey, actually. It seems to be... It's not a battle from third anymore. It seems to be a battle for seconds. As people continue to get trolled in Twitch chat. No, Moore's now losing out to Downey. Knox is beginning to catch him now. Yeah, there's not a single close battle happening at all. Good. This is an easy race to commentate. Yeah, we're definitely looking at the closest battle right now. This is half a second. All the other ones are like a second or more. Yeah, still 7 laps to go. We're at half distance, just over half distance now. These 20-minute races. Ooh, there's a bit of a battle happening at the back. Poplet battling for 4th place. With T-Bolt. Seems to have caught him quite aggressively on that last lap. Not sure what's happened. No, not much to be done. Just slipping behind. This is the closest battle though, 0.4 seconds in it. Yeah, that was a pretty dumb thing to say. Rip. Every time I look at someone, then another close battle starts to form. Knox, 3rd place, going for 2nd. Oh, shit. As Tybolt gets it really wrong joining the oval, it looks like. Well, Poplet took a very different line. Yeah, Poplet's right on him now. Going round another lap. 5 laps to go. Looks down the outside. Probably the old switcheroo again. No. Tybolt keeps it really tight. Blocks him all the way around. Yeah, doesn't make it. Yeah, looks like it's falling back. Doesn't make anything happen of it this lap. Meanwhile, back up into the battle for second. Downey, almost a second up the road in first place. One of these two needs to bridge the gap here. Or Downey needs to make a mistake or something for any sort of action to happen. Yeah, I wonder if someone's going to end up crashing, yeah. There's Knox. There's the speed on Moore. Back into the road section. Falls back a bit. That of the camera angle, I'm not sure. Ooh, suddenly we've sort of caught up to Downey here. Through the chicane, onto the oval. Who gets it wrong, who gets it right? Annoyingly, everybody gets it the same, so nothing happens. 4th place is starting to lose the front runners. If Poplet wants to win, he has to make something happen right now. But I think even 5th place, a win and a 5th place in a reverse order race is a pretty good result. Oh, Knox gets it on the grass. Oh, he almost loses it, but he holds it. Loses a lot of time for the trouble. Oh, he may fall back down into the second pack. No, he managed to hold it. Let's get a replay on that from the chase cam. How much does he tap the dirt here? He just gets it a little bit wrong. So we go around the first corner, or the second corner, or whatever. Yeah, he doesn't get back on the tarmac before the, I forgot what the blue and yellow thing is called. Yeah, it wasn't that big a slide, it was okay, he managed to hold it. Just loses out a little. But now the two behind are beginning to catch the front runners. Downey is starting to hold everybody up here. Curbs, yeah, thank you. No, it's not a curb, is it? No. What is it? The rumble? Not a rumble strip. I don't remember the word for it. It doesn't matter. Let's move back down to Poplet, see what's happening. Get everyone in view. Nah, they're not sausages. Alright, Poplet on the rejoin of the oval. Takes a different line again. Doesn't seem to get anything from it, though. Matches the speed. Nothing happens here. Meanwhile, at the front, side by side. Oh, he barges Downey out of the way. Takes the inside line. Downey does the old switcheroo. Takes the inside for the next corner. Yes, gets it back done. Into first place. Someone locks up a little. Oh, this has costed the front runners greatly. Everyone's supposed to catch up. Now we have a 5-way battle for the lead. Downey, for now, holds on, though. Moore almost makes it happen when I wasn't watching. As soon as I look away, let's stick with the bat. Whoa! There are very different braking times around there. Jesus. Hey, Emma, look at chat. Right, and then we go. Downey, though, starts to run away with it a bit. Oh, we've got an overtake attempt. Thibault makes it past Stocks. Just shoves him through. Up into 3rd place now. Thibault, who looked like he was going to lose out to Poplar for the longest time, now up into 3rd. Did I just see traffic in front of us? I think I just saw traffic as well. Okay. Hey Emma, word filters. As we continue to drive down. Oh, looks like a battle for the lead might be happening. Not quite. No, more. This is an extremely difficult race to commentate when I'm really distracted. Oh, good, Emma's doing it. Oh, good. Everyone is so close at the end. Downey's actually lost out to Moore while I was turning subscriber-only chat on. Poplar still in 5th. Tries to get a better position. Oh, there's Moore defends it. Downey has a look on Moore. Doesn't make anything through. Two laps to go. We're almost on the last lap. Bit of a lock-up from Moore, actually. Just keeps it going. Downey loses out because of it. Has to slow down. So far, it's Moore, Downey, Tybolt, Knox, Poplar. 5-way battle for the lead. If a big crash happens, who knows who's going to win. Yeah, of course the race gets really interesting at the end. It keeps happening. Moore keeps it going. Let's have a look at Tybolt defending from Knox. Knox gets that way better. Oh, gives him a big shunt. Probably actually just boosts him onto the oval. I already turned subscribers on, Emma. As Tybolt makes it up into 2nd place, actually, with that big boost. Poplar makes it into 4th. Downey's fallen down to 5th. Poplar gives Knox a slap at the back. This is the final lap. Big lock-up from the front runners. Whenever makes it through. Oh, Downey shoves Poplar around. Oh, no. Oh, can Poplar get it going again? Yes, he can. This is up to the front runners. We'll look at a replay of that in a minute. Knox in 3rd. Tybolt 2nd. Moore now winning the race. Downey from that incident makes it into 4th. I think he'll take a penalty though, I'm not sure, we'll have to watch it after. Can Tybolt steal the win here? Can Moore hold on to it? Tybolt has a look down the inside. Breaks late, gets it alongside, puts it up the inside. Puts it in front. Moore, can he get better onto the oval? The first oval section. Round we go, has to go high. Oh, it gets pushed. Oh, he gets pushed really high. But just makes it past again. Moore back into the lead. Tybolt has the better angle for this corner though on the inside. Loses out though. Meanwhile, Knox behind them. Oh, Knox spins him. As he pulls over, doesn't realise he's there. And then he pins Downey. But it is Moore who doesn't make him any crashes at the end. Wins the race. Knox 2nd. Downey 3rd. Tybolt 4th. Oh, unfortunate. Gibrat from nowhere gets 5th. That's a good result for Gibrat. Venhoff 6th. I don't think there's any other last-second battles I can watch. No, that's it. Wait, whoa. Oh, Poplar just manages to keep 10th at the end. Damn, what a crazy race. All right, let's have a... Let's see if I can see the spin from Downey before we do the final result. Let's have a look. Who am I watching? I should be watching... Where's Poplar? There's Poplar. Can I watch? Let's see. When does the spin... Oh, no, wait, it was later. Sorry, I'm trying to wrestle the controls. Alright, here it is. Let's have a look. So what happens here? So watch from chase cam. Alright, this is Poplar's view. Downey's behind. Oh, there's a big spin at the front, which is what caused everyone to bump up. Downey. Oh, he just spins him around. Just a little tap. It's not actually that... I don't know. Is that egregious? That was kind of unfortunate from just what happened. Let's have a look what happened. It's from Downey's view. Let's go gyro cam. Let's watch this again. So everybody bunches up because of the lock-up at the front. Puts his foot down. Yeah, it looks like you're going to get the gap. I think that's a racing incident. It looks like he's going to give you the gap, but then turns in, but you're just so close to him. There's no space. That's kind of unfortunate. I don't know, I'd say racing incident on that. But regardless, that was race 2. Got a little crazy at the end there. Where the hell's the scenic view gone? There's the button I wanted. Alright, that was race 2. Let's have a look at the... That's not the one I wanted. This is the one I wanted. So, Moore, ultimately, I didn't see it happening, but Moore somehow wins it. Knox 2nd. Downey gets 3rd at the end. I don't know how legal it will be, but he gets 3rd. Tybolt 4th. Gibrat, good haul of points. 5th place. Gibrat's probably the main winner from all of this, actually. All of both races put together, now that Poplar got 10th in this one. We'll have to see how the points work out. But Vanehoff 6th, White 7th, Warner 10th, Henriquez 9th, Poplar 10th. And then the other one, Tommy Toe gets 11th again. How unfortunate. And there are the rest of your runners. Lane, unfortunately, from winning the first race and then that incident, just lost this race. All right. That was your Sunshine Autos Racing League Season 3, Race Weekend 3 at Homestead Miami Speedway. Let's see if we can get any. We'll sit on this bit for a bit and see if we can get any of the old interviewers, if anyone wants to. We got Andy. Let's see what they're up to. Oh, I should unmute. Hello.
Yes, hello.
Hello. Tell the audience who you are and tell me how your races went.
Oh, I'm Andreas Moore. I was here last time as well in the interview, and this race went much better than what. Race 2, like, I'm not really good at quali for some reason, and I had the bad luck that because of the timing, I never really had any draft. But I got a great launch, and then just had some like great battles with Riley, Steph, and Henderson. I think in lap 10 in that race, like there was some bumps in that where Riley like got taken out really far. But he like the problem was he was braking far earlier than I was there, so that wasn't intentional. But yeah, the second race got pretty crazy there at the end.
Yeah, there's like 5 of you battling for the lead, and you managed to stay out of all the trouble that was happening.
Yeah,
crazy.
It got really close at the last lap because I almost at the start of the last lap I almost spun, and then near the end I think DDA almost overtook me. But yeah, it was really close and really good racing. So I'm happy I was there.
Yeah, good win. Where did you come the first race?
It's like or something 7th. I don't know.
That's pretty good point haul then.
Yeah.
Nice. You should you should watch the incidents. That was pretty funny.
Yeah. There was some good bumps in there.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Yeah. Do you have any more questions or?
No, that's all I can do at the moment. Let's see what Rydog thinks. Thanks. Hello, Riley.
Hey, me, Riley Downey here. Yo, I told Bob, get out of the way. That's what I said to him.
Okay.
All his fault. He shouldn't have been on the track with me. Riley Downey, the man, the myth, the legend.
You actually got me with that one, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, that was a good meme. They're too busy fighting to notice that I did all this. So good race to everyone. And thanks for broadcasting. All right, see you next time.
All right, bye.
My true identity. No one else knows what's going on right now, which makes it even better. But...
Yeah. It only makes sense to me. Okay,
perfect.
Good.
Well,
all right.
Have fun with those two.
Yeah, great. Yeah, see you later. All right, hello. Should we have both of you at the same time?
Yeah, bring them in. Bring them in.
Okay, hello. All right. Tell me what happened. Let's start with.
I was just driving, and then all of a sudden, I'm not driving anymore. I'm in the tires. Why? Well, that's a very good question because I haven't figured it out.
All right. Bring it back. Start the first race. All right. You're Bob Poplet. How did your first race go?
Right. Okay.
Tell me your first race. Go on.
Okay. Oh, first race. Okay. Yeah, it was pretty like be on your best behavior. Don't make too many moves, or else you break the draft, and everyone else catches you. So I was in a position that was very nice for that because like everybody behind me kind of like didn't do that, so they left. But the 2 guys ahead of me were just a little faster than me, so I couldn't catch up. But I was still in the draft, so like. It's pretty easy at that point. You just don't mess up. You just drive until something ahead of you happens. And then the little space in between the edge of the track and the other guy shows up and you put your car in there. And that just happened to happen enough times for me to get ahead of Checkers and who was it? Cedric?
It was.
I think it was Racing Cedric.
I can't remember.
Race 1 was Cedric.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So yeah, just had to be on my best behavior, keep my nose clean. Riley, would you like to tell me a little bit about that?
Well, I want to hear about my first race was kind of poo. I got the same slowdown that I got this race.
Oh, there were slowdowns happening? I didn't...
Yeah, off the oval, when you go back into the infield before the chicane, you can get a slowdown if you cut too much. And I was cutting too much.
Right. That explains some things I was seeing.
Yeah, so that's how I ended up behind Squawky in the second race. And then, I mean, I didn't even get a 0x Squawky.
No, but you didn't respect the space.
You know, Josh said that it's
a
racing incident. Josh said racing incident. I'm going to have to agree. I'm going to have to agree with him.
Don't use my opinion.
Listen, I got the 2 wheels on the grass for the old hook around.
Why do you have your 2 wheels on the grass? That's not where the track is, right?
I paid for the whole track. I'm going to use the whole track.
Oh my goodness gracious. This man.
And everyone knows in the TCR, haven't you done Road America this week?
Yeah, I did really good.
Yeah, you see
how
much people are cutting?
Because they're fucking stupid.
No, it's because it pulls you around. Anyway, so it pulled me around. I didn't get a 0x, and we're literally touching each other. I didn't know that we were touching each other. And then
Squawky, to know that when
Squawky just turns left. He just turns left to take his corner. Like, I'm not there.
Like,
and he pays the price. But
there was no gap to go for, though. Like, why are you putting your car there? Why would you even want to put your car there in the first
now too?
He's always been in here, by the way. He's been here the whole time.
Yeah.
And like, even if you did get beside me, right, and didn't spin me,
exactly. The door's open. You didn't want me to be there? Close the door.
It was closed. The door was closed.
If it's closed, why am I there?
Because you're like not supposed to be. Because you want to spin me out, apparently.
If you, Squawky, if you no longer go for a gap that exists, are you even a race car driver? Ask yourself that.
Riley, where's this gap you speak of? There was
right there. It's where my car is.
And what was the end result? A penalty and my ass in the grass.
The end result is he made you lose around 15 seconds, so he's getting around the 15-second penalty.
It's a bit harsh.
What about the 15 seconds
fair.
plus the rest of the lap that I had lost?
That's about the time you made him lose. I could just.
So where do I finish then?
So you end up finishing. Let me do the calculations. You end up finishing 14th.
Okay, that's pretty brutal.
That's pretty bad.
That's pretty brutal. Come on. It's not my fault he couldn't get the car in gear. Shouldn't the penalty just be me finishing behind him in 11th?
Okay, so you go up 2 spots? Is that what you're saying?
I'm bartering here.
It's not working.
So you just get 1 point less for taking him out.
Yes.
Yeah, unfortunately my spectator thing, like, because the session ended, it like locked up and stuff, so I couldn't get a replay, but whatever, we can watch.
Oh, I know what happened, Josh. It's okay.
Yeah. The audience then.
See that I can't be penalized for all of Squawky's mistakes. I just watched him back up and then go forward and run into the wall again because he didn't back up enough.
Well, you put him in that situation, didn't you?
Okay, let me back up ahead of everybody else. The classic roadblock.
We wouldn't have been in that position if that slowdown didn't exist. I think that's what we can take away from this.
I think
so. You're just admitting you triggered everything.
Yeah, really.
Well,
it's still your fault.
Well, it was my fault.
Not really good at bartering.
I missed the turn at turn 1, lost the lead. And then I blew the turn off the oval, and then I killed Squawky, got 3rd place. Because how about Cedric dying? Is someone getting a penalty for that?
Yeah, he's getting a penalty as well.
Yeah, it was a pretty bad rejoin.
Wait, is Cedric getting a penalty for killing me?
Hang on, I'm still looking at everything.
Oh, sorry, Didier. I meant Didier. Anyways, thanks for having me, Josh. You know, one day we'll be in here with positive vibes.
I feel like at the end of every session, it's always going to be you versus someone else. That's what's happened every time. Okay, he left. All right, I guess I'll leave then. So yeah, thanks for coming on. See you guys later.
Okay, bye.
Alright, okay. That's us done. Thanks a lot for watching. Yeah, sorry I couldn't get any replays to happen, but yeah, when the session ended, it killed the spectator thing. I gotta remember that happens, so I have to, like, pause and stuff before it happens. But oh well, never mind. We'll watch the YouTube video and stuff. I'm sure there'll be replays posted in Discord and stuff people want to watch. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching. The Google Sheet with the driver standings should be updated at some point. When it is, I'll post it in chat. But it could be like a long time. It'll probably be like a while. They've got penalties and stuff to argue about, so it might be a bit. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys in 2 weeks' time. I shouldn't have set myself up for this because I don't know what track it is. I'm scrolling. It is what date are we? It'll be Mossport, whatever the hell track that is. All right, thanks for watching. See you guys later. Bye.